Friends and guests, please rise as the graduates come in.
Big dog!
All right, Zachary! Woo!
Good morning and welcome to the Fall River 2020 graduation ceremony. It's great to see all of you here, and yes, it's great to have our kids back. Thank you. Today is a special day that many of you will remember for years to come, and I can't wait to celebrate with you today. But first, I'd like to take a minute or two and have a moment of silence for Warren Koenig. We lost Warren this year, and he was so proud of our district and so proud of this facility that we're sitting in today. Warren will be truly missed, and at this time, if you could join me in a moment of silence, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. At this time, please welcome School Board Treasurer, Mrs. Ashley Morton, for the School Board welcome.
Of the Fall River School Board, I want to welcome each and every one of you to this year's commencement ceremony. I am so glad that we have this opportunity to come together in person to celebrate this great group of young ladies and gentlemen that have gone through so much to get here today. I want to welcome all the administration and staff that have instructed, supported, inspired, and encouraged our graduates throughout their schooling here in Fall River. They all stepped up to the unique challenges that arose this past spring to ensure that these students were not shortchanged in the education they were entitled to due to the current pandemic. I would like to welcome parents, grandparents, siblings, extended relatives, and friends that have loved and supported these young people along their journey and have come to help celebrate this awesome accomplishment. You all provided a shoulder to cry on and an ear to listen as you empathized with these graduates when their lives as they knew them were suddenly turned upside down this past spring. And of course, the biggest welcome to those that we are here to celebrate today, the graduating class of 2020. This is a day you have all worked very hard for and truly earned. Years of ups and downs, successes, struggles, and even failures both inside and outside of school to help you become a person of great skill and character. I know your senior year was not how you envisioned it, and it saddened me and so many others to see and hear the struggles and losses you experienced in the last part of your senior year. But you made us all so proud. The way you persevered and pushed through those challenges and tough times, and although they were hard, they have made you stronger. You also, however, have experienced a few positive firsts. You were the first group of high school students that got to sleep in every day for the last 2.5 months of school, and not get marked tardy. You were the first group of graduates at Fall River to get a graduation parade through town with our great fire department leading the way. You are the first group of graduates to have an outside ceremony on this amazing new field in this awesome new sports complex. Not so bad. Over the past 17, 18 years, you have learned so many lessons and so many skills which make up the foundation that will help you succeed in the years to come. What you do with that foundation is up to you. You will encounter struggles, setbacks, mistakes, and failure. Everyone does. It is what you do with that failure that determines your success. Do you learn from it and get back up and try again, or do you give up? Do you look at your mistakes as opportunities to grow, improve, and keep trying? You can't be afraid of failing because it may keep you from trying new things, taking risks, and possibly even get you to quit something if you don't experience success right away. According to psychologist Angela Duckworth, grit, not talent, not intellect, is the most important factor when it comes to lifelong achievement. Did you know that Walt Disney was fired from the Kansas City Star because his editor felt he lacked imagination and had no good ideas? Yet he went on to be nominated for 59 Academy Awards. Did you know that Sir James Dyson had 5,126 failed prototypes over the course of 15 years before creating the best-selling bagless vacuum cleaner that led to a net worth of $4.5 billion? What matters is not how many times you fail, but how you never stop trying. Which leads me to one of my favorite quotes in my favorite book, Oh, the Places You Will Go by Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. We're so excited for all of you and the places you will go. I want to close with some lyrics of a song that I think has a message that's so important for this time we're in right now. You are the future of our country, and you can be the change that you want to see. The song is titled Be a Light by Thomas Rhett. In a time full of doubt, just believe. In a world full of hate, be a light. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. Because life is but a breeze, better live it. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. In a race you can't win, slow it down. You only get one go around. It is with great pleasure and pride that we, the Fall River School Board, congratulate you all and wish each and every one of you the best of luck on your future endeavors, whatever they may be. Work hard, play hard, and take time to enjoy the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. At this time, each class gets to nominate a class speaker. And this year's nominee is Mr. Adam Bristow. So please help welcome Adam to the stage for the class speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Zacco. I'm honored to be representing the class today. Let's start with a couple super important thank yous. Thank you to the teachers. As a class, we understand that in order for us to be awarded these diplomas, it takes more than just what we see in class. We know it is a lot of late night grading, weekends planning and prepping, and finding some way to attempt at keeping safe. And of course, having to put up with my past talk. Thank you to the janitorial staff for being the unrewarded backbone to our school. As someone who personally has worked among you, I know how hard you personally work when everyone else is either sleeping or on vacation. Our school would quickly fall apart without you. Of course, a thank you to the parents for the rides to school, the rides to games, shopping for school supplies, or even just the countless home-cooked meals. I can guarantee one day we will understand how much we underappreciated those meals. From the athletes, thank you to a very special group of people. Every single coach at Fall River. I know you all don't get paid the big bucks, and because you care so much about your players, I've never once heard any one of you complain about the money. You all don't just care about the records or the championships. You care about how we've developed as people. You care about teaching us respect, teamwork, dedication, and other important skills that will impact us for literally the rest of our lives. On our path to becoming great human beings with amazing life skills, there are some memories and even a few mistakes. It's important for us to reminisce on the positive memories and never forget to learn from mistakes. For example, a couple years back, one of us learned that while the teacher is watching you at recess, the wall of the school doesn't make for the best bathroom. On the other hand, there's the girls' basketball team who I bet will never forget what it was like to make it to the state tournament. Who could forget the night that Jason not only started on senior night for the varsity basketball team, but also made the news as he scored a basket. We even have our own geography prodigy who made it all the way to the National Geography Meet. No matter how bizarre the question, Josh Frank always knew the answer. Mr. Book actually liked to refer to him as the class of Lexington. Anyone who's ever been to a basketball game, pep rally, or concert at the park can attest that we probably have the next Jimi Hendrix graduating amongst us as well. To get pumped up before home basketball games, I would personally request the band play at least one song that had a solo from Caleb Slott. Undoubtedly, it not only motivated me, but every basketball player that has ever had the honor of competing in the Fall River Gym. Finally, there was the one time in which one of our classmates attempted to eat pages out of the dictionary, for they thought it would make them smarter. The same student actually got an ACT score pretty darn close to a 30, so he was probably onto something there. I was unable to capture every memory because our class seemed to make a new one every single day. This is what made our graduating class so special. No matter what situation we were ever put in, we not only made the best out of it, we somehow always managed to turn it into a special one. Thank you and go Pirates!
Thank you, Adam. Well done. At this time, the salutatorian address by Madeline Gregorio. Please welcome Madeline to the stage.
Welcome, family and friends. We stand here today to join in the year's greetings that the class of 2020 will be written about the year. Because the future will be the next will shape the generations to come. We are the class that is quite literally changing. I think the goal of having a memorable senior year is the making of the high school opportunity. As most graduates tend to forget their final days of high school and even their graduation, we will have ours written in history books and articles all the time. But all those history books and articles cannot make up for the memories of all of us. We never had the chance to walk down the hallways of all our lives. But today we finally get to close the chapter of our lives. Before this pandemic brought chaos into our lives, I would like to say our high school days were nothing short of amazing. Nothing could stop our dreams from becoming reality or hold back the potential of the time. My classmates not only worked hard, but worked very hard too. Everything from staplers to jobs to the son of an 8-year-old ball of steel and a lawn mowing to carry their backpack for a week. Over the course of 4 short years, our class had lots of fun and made unforgettable memories. From our floats barely making it past the first turn of the straight, to attempting to grill out of the parking lot, or getting stuck behind a line of tractors on the way to school, and not being the least bit surprised. As the years went on, our class became more like family. We learned, loved, made mistakes, got back up, laughed, messed up again, and kept on going. Because the class of 2020 does not give up. Now time for maybe the most important part of my speech. The part where I get to recognize why I'm able to be up here today. I did not get here on my own. I have supported this town, this community, and this family. My parents have given me unwavering support and love. And encouragement throughout these years. I want to thank my mom for teaching me kindness and always getting a little too excited for my science fair stuff. And my dad for never getting me put a smile on my face and never letting me forget how important it was. Thank you to my sisters who taught me to chase my dreams and love on me. Val, thank you for making me take you anywhere. High school would have been dull without your constant. I also need to thank my friends that turned me the game. There was an excuse for there for everything taught me about my own. My teammates I spent countless hours with, thank you for the lasting friendships and unforgettable memories. Thank you to my coaches for being supportive last year and helping me learn and love the game. To my teachers and staff, who's not giving up. They're teaching me to love learning. This game to tell me that Shakespeare isn't all that bad, and just a wonderful person that calculus is not trying to do. A big thank you to this community. You're showing up for me every day. Guys, it's full of support and this community is a complete part of my community. Finally, I want to thank my class. These people have helped make my high school experience. Each one of these days is now I've been to a few of these ceremonies. Each time I listen to one of these speeches, I hear something along the lines of, these 4 years will fly by. Sitting here as a freshman, a sophomore, and even a junior, I shook my head at the same. And now standing up here, I finally understand. Life does not slow down. It does not show mercy. It does not wait. So I urge you to do the same. Be unstoppable, be fearless, and wait for no one. You may be thinking that 4 years is more than enough time. But I assure you that 4 years will feel as future tomorrow. So my advice to the future students, the freshmen that just want to be sophomores, or the juniors who can't wait to be seniors, is to stop wishing and struggling. Walk down the hallways like you were not for basketball, because we never did. Fall River will always have a special place in my heart. It's where we learn to love, forgive, grow, and faith. So much life happens. Here's where we met our best friends, chose our destiny, and grew into the people that we are today. Within these walls, there are hundreds of memories that we have created in this world. And I will trace them for you. Once a pirate, always a pirate. Thank you.
Great job, Madeline. Thank you very much. Next, the valedictorian address given by Caleb Slotin.
It's not the microphone, it's she didn't talk close enough to it. Switching him is not gonna... As long as his face is right by it, we should be good.
Alright, I want to start by first thanking the school for putting together this graduation ceremony despite these very difficult times, finding unorthodox ways to recognize our class. Despite these challenging times, the faculty and school board were able to put together events and videos that celebrate the class of 2020. I think I speak for the rest of the class and say we are very, very grateful for that. Obviously, the pandemic has caused these past 4.5 months to be completely different than we would have ever expected. However, as we recover from the effects of coronavirus, we're slowly being reminded that life will eventually return to normal. As sports leagues continue to play and businesses begin to reopen, we see that there is indeed a light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to take the rest of the speech to turn our attention to that light and to look at the future post-coronavirus that lies ahead of us. In order to navigate this crazy, unpredictable world that awaits us, it's important for us to have a toolbox to give us the tools we need to succeed in the life. By toolbox, I don't mean keep your hammer and screwdrivers. I know we'll probably see that around. But instead, a toolbox that contains values, ideals, life lessons that can aid in our life decisions. I've been thinking about this metaphor of the toolbox a lot lately, and I thought I would share with you some of the values, ideals, and lessons that I keep in mind. So the first one I thought was actually pretty simple, and that's to never forget the people who love you. Because no one achieves success on earth. So far, my goals have been to simply graduate with good grades and get into college, but I still wouldn't have to leave those goals not for the support of my family. I have my grandparents to thank for giving me all the love and support in the world and telling me that I can do anything I set my mind to. I have my sister to thank for setting a perfect example of what it means to be both a good student and a good person, and for spending countless hours finishing Parks and Rec in the office with me. I have my dad to thank for showing the value of hard work and for listening to my things about the Packers and discussing everything from guitars to politics with me. And of course, I have my mom to thank for doing all the little things that keep our family afloat and for creating a home life that is giving you the best possible opportunity for success. I think the next thing I want to put in my toolbox is something that I got oddly enough from watching a conversation between Conan O'Brien and musician Jack White. A few more context, Jack White's the guy who wrote Seven Nation Army. He knows a thing or two about writing successful songs. Now, you wouldn't think a conversation between a comedian and a rock star would be a conversation, but it's actually very fascinating. The biggest thing I took away from that discussion is this idea that they talk about how comfort can kill creativity. Jack White explains how he could simply record his music on Pro Tools, not after about making mistakes, because it's just fix those mistakes. You could just take the easy, comfortable way out when making music, but the problem that this creates is it no longer gives him any way to grow as a musician. It basically eliminates all necessity for creativity. If he wants to be the best musician he can be, he can't cut corners. And this idea can be applied to just about any career path. If you want to be the CEO of a company, you can't just be a salesman forever. If you want to be a U.S. senator, you can't just sit on your local city council forever. Being a salesman or a city council member might be comfortable, but if you want to achieve your full potential, you can't just settle for comfortable. And I think the third and most important thing I'll put in my toolbox is a bit of a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. And that's the idea that one should not chase wealth and money, but should instead chase their passions. When you spend your life chasing the highest paying job and achieving the highest social status, you won't live the most fulfilling life. However, when you chase a job that you love and you're passionate about, you'll probably be more successful and the money will follow. You'll also live a much more fulfilling life. There's a song that I like that talks all about this concept. It's called Black Holes, Solid Ground. Without going into too much detail, basically the band, Bluestones, they wrote the song when they were entering the real world. And that decided between having stable jobs, which would be the quote-unquote solid ground, or to the unknown path to try to make it as musicians, which would be the black hole. Ultimately, performing music was their biggest passion, and they decided to pursue it as a career. Now it's worked out well for them. They're making a living writing and performing music. They didn't fear jumping into that black hole. In fact, it was the best decision they made in their lives. Maybe they didn't initially make as much money as they could have, but I find that much more admirable than going after going after a career solely for money. Because I think the ultimate goal of this game of life is to lead the happiest, most fulfilling life you can. And the biggest way you can achieve that is by choosing a career path that you care about. Again, I want to thank the school for putting together this graduation ceremony despite the difficult circumstances. And I want to thank the faculty and staff for everything they've done for our class for our class over the past 14 years. I've been fortunate enough to work with some great teachers and make some memories I will cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Caleb. At this time, please give one more warm welcome and appreciation for all those student speakers. Great job, students. At this time, the class chooses a class speaker every year. This year's speaker the class chose was Mrs. Ducott. Mrs. Ducott had taught in our school for over 35 years. She came back after retirement, and then she retired again. She can't actually be here today. Her doctor told her that she could not come to the ceremony, and when Mr. Book talked to her about it, she started to get teary-eyed because she loves this class so much. She was able to record her message, and we will share that with you today. So please enjoy Mrs. Ducott's words.
Graduates, families, and friends, it is my great honor to be chosen as class speaker for the class of 2020. When I returned to teaching in the fall of 2015, these graduates were 8th graders. Now, in the blink of an eye, they are adults ready to face the world and make their dreams a reality. I'm sure each graduate seated here has many memories of their time spent at Fall River School. I too have a few memories to share. I fondly remember the math students making pie crowns and wearing them on Pie Day while eating way too many circle-shaped foods and knowing that they did not follow the food guidelines set by the state for healthy food choices. As a chaperone at their junior prom, I enjoyed watching these young people dressed in their finest. My goodness, what a difference from their everyday school attire. I recall telling some of the boys that they should dress up more often because they sure looked good. But my favorite memory is one that I will never forget. I was at my smartboard and suddenly it wasn't doing what I was asking it to do. Not being a pro at smartboard operation, I turned to the class only to find them all chuckling at my dilemma. I found out after class that a student, and you know who you are, had put his wireless mouse fob in my computer and was operating the smartboard. I still laugh when I think about that day in class. But with all these memories and many more comes the reality of today. Although their senior year didn't quite end the way that they expected, it doesn't take away from the accomplishments and aspirations of these young adults. Life goes on, and they will be able to tell their children and grandchildren that they lived through an historic time, one to be learned from and not forgotten. Graduation is a time for celebrating all the hard work and accomplishments each student put into his or her education. It is about sharing cherished memories while looking forward to making new memories. It is about the friends you made here and looking forward to forming new friendships. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Just follow your heart. As Steve Jobs said, your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living the result of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Congratulations, class of 2020. I can't wait to see what your future holds.
Thank you, Mrs. Duca, for those words. At this time, I want to recognize that we do have some open chairs in our graduates. Our two foreign exchange students, Ian and Kuhn, have both returned home, and also Quinn Whittington wasn't able to be here today. They're listed in our program, and we've left their chairs open to recognize them as well. And now, please welcome Mr. Keith Miller, School Board President, and Elementary Principal Ryan Verrier for the distribution of the diplomas.
Jake Robert Bordy.
Yeah, Jake! There we go!
Bella Ann Bornick. Austin Lee Bradley. Adam John Bristol. Megan Elizabeth Chalner. Jasmine Diaz. A little early on that one. Jasmine Diaz. Madeline Rachel Dombrowski. Marissa Rose Ebert. Dylan Emery Boats. Joshua Patrick Frank. Grace Catherine Garner.
Don't stop. Put it right here.
Christina Lee Gilbert. Madeline Marie Gregorio. Haley Elizabeth Johnson. Alexa Lynn Lonbader. Samantha Joe Leisman. Jason Arthur Mackenzie Lintz. Michaela Lynn Mager. Bo Jeffrey Meyer. Zachary David Metz. Matthew Thomas Morton. Madison Rihanna O'Brien. Mitchell Allen Peterson. Haley Rose Romano. Alexis Carol Rosinski. Aurora Rain Schultz. Taryn Rose Schwartz. Molly Suzette Simons. Caleb Michael Slotten. Bryce Damian Smith. Katie Lormi Soriano Berrigan. Shauna Marie Taylor. Cody Michael Roland Toth. Michael Edgar Waters. Jonathan Allen Weisensell. And our final student today, Kiana Michiko Wilski.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. The graduates have fulfilled all requirements for the Fall River School District to be graduates and now alumni. Class, you now may take your tassel and move it from the right side to left, signifying your graduation and becoming alumni. And let me be the first to welcome you as alumni of the Fall River School District as the class of 2020. Give them a round of applause. Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Before I let you go, I have a few closing thoughts. Seniors, congratulations. We have all gone through a lot during this pandemic, and it's unprecedented time that we're living in. But I do feel missing the last quarter of your senior year, I think you maybe missed more than all of us. R.C. Allen stated, "We grow because of struggle. We learn and then overcome." I think that quote fits this class very well. As Mrs. Morton mentioned, you're the first to have a senior parade, you're the first to ever graduate outside, and you're going to have no doubt plenty of struggles and triumphs throughout your life. That you will struggle, you will continue to learn, and you will certainly overcome. And like Madeline said today, there's many people here that will support you along the way, and once a pirate, always a pirate. Congratulations. As we get ready for our recessional and the graduates leave, a few announcements. We do have some picture boards that you can use over by the building. Feel free to use those at your convenience. If you would like to come onto the field, we will welcome you on. Just please respect the field and the track. There are some mats where the graduates came through. Please use those to come on and take pictures if you want. Also the slideshow today, because it's obviously sunny, there are 3 clear touch displays, one in the concession area, one by the classroom, and one by the ticket booth, which is looping the senior class slideshow that you can watch at your convenience as well. Again, thank you for being here, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Graduates, please rise.
You to raise your glass, I don't care what you put in it. Here's the nights that you can't take back. We live hard, but we love.